are in Barcelona, Spain, and testing the new Actros version, 5th generation. Yesterday, Mr. Stefan Buchner told us it's the 5th generation. It's a very interesting truck, even stationary, statically, but it's something really fun to drive dynamically, because this truck has no mirrors. A truck without the mirrors, is it possible? Yeah, if you put the mirrors inside and call them mirror cam, it's possible. And it's a novelty in the truck business, in the truck industry, and as a pretty conservative company, on the other hand, a company known for its achievements in novelties, did dare to apply as to cancel the classic mirrors in a truck. And if you ask me, are they successful? I would say yes, maybe not 100%, but 80%, 90% successful. I mean, it totally replaces the mirrors, but you should get used to it. And when I'm coming to the point, you need more knowledge, more information to use it much better, and then you improve, and they could get about 100%. If with the help of a good assistant, if you know how to get all the advantages of the system, for example, the dotted yellow dotted lines, if you know what they mean, for example, the one at the bottom shows you the end of the truck, really, but to the ground point. You have to test it to see it with your eyes, to believe the engineers who done it. And if you really use it and use it correctly, like we are doing it now in Barcelona, then you get the advantage. You can improve that 80-90% above 100%. Those three lines above the shorter line shows actually, as our co-driver, my dear friend Igor, told us, who is now also filming us. Thanks Igor.
No problem.
It is they are showing when you are not allowed, but when you should overtake and when you should not. The lower one warns you, shows you the lower limit where you can make an overtaking. When there is a vehicle in front of that line, closer to that line, I mean, if there is a vehicle between the first short line and the first line above that short line, you shouldn't make that overtaking. When there are vehicles beyond the upper, the fourth line, then you can very easily make an overtaking.
You can activate the indicator, right?
Oh yes.
So it's easier to see, I think.
Yes.
So if the car behind us is underneath the long line here,
yes,
it's too close. Everything above, it's totally safe.
Yes.
So this graphic is showing us the lane next to our truck when we are overtaking, for example. So back to you, my friend.
Yes. And now, since the truck is complex, I should ask myself the question, is it easy to use? Yesterday we asked that question to Mr. Stefan Buchner. We asked him, are you aiming to make easy to use trucks? He said yes. Of course I would expect that answer. But actually the drivers, the journalists, maybe see that with their own eyes, whether the truck is easy to use. My answer is, if you are well instructed, and if you are a good driver, then that's an easy truck to use. But you should be instructed very, very, very well. Now that was the first video, because our phones might not be capable to take long ones, okay, and to make it to be continued on the second video. Thank you, Igor.
You're welcome. Bye bye.